Well, hello, my little pretties. Another day to take a bite at that apple. Don't forget to track that bite, because apples have a lot of carbs. But I guess they have a lot of fiber too, but I'm not biting into one. I'm biting into that organic berry instead. Anyway, so here we are, and it is mid-October, and there is going to be a new Fat Summit 2 put on by Dr. Hyman, and at least that was what came in the email announcing it. And he's got, let me see when it begins. There's a free viewing, November 7th to 14th, so you got about a month to prepare. You can register for nothing, honey, or you can get a whole bunch of different packages, not unlike the Keto Summit. And so I'm optioning for the free one because I figure I can find a lot of the stuff online. And my Keto Summit, I have like 50 interviews, so that'll take me a while to get through. So there's going to be a lot of his things. There's going to be Chris Kesser, Dr. Hyman's Eat Fat, Get Thin PBS show, the Best of Mark's Kitchen, 10 plant-based recipes handpicked by the doctor. He's a big believer in fat now. He wasn't for a long time, which was kind of interesting. And he is going to have J.J. Virgin, Dave Asprey, Dr. Carrie Dialis, Dr. David Perlmutter, the brain grain guy, or the grain brain, whichever way he says it. And so I just wanted to let you know, November 7th to 14th is Fat Summit 2. And looks pretty darn interesting. A whole bunch of people. So it's clearly exactly like the Keto Summit, except it's more about fat. And I'm assuming some of the same cast of characters and then others, newer or different ones. So it's all good and we can't get enough of it, right? So here we are. We're aiming towards the full moon in a few days, and I'm already feeling the effects of it. It is kind of funny how it goes with my more sensitive than most body to bloating and also retaining fluids. So here we are. So I've got my food tracked for the day. I'm going to have a spaghetti squash Alfredo tonight with 2 ounces of grilled boneless chicken thigh meat in it, along with some organic green beans, a half a cup of butternut squash that I cooked in the Instant Pot yesterday, and I also did a turnip as well. And so there's going to be a host of unrefined carbohydrates, as they say in the world, meaning lots of veggies, and then the Alfredo sauce on top. And so I'm looking a lot forward to that. And let me see what else is going on. I've been talking with some people online that follow the low-carb, high-fat food plan, and there's always a lot of interesting parts to it. I'm also a member of the Facebook group Keto Adaptation. And if you're curious about keto and what it all has, it's a great place to join. They've got thousands of members. And there are a whole bunch of introductory videos to watch by Dr. Westman, who you can also find on YouTube podcasts, that will help explain a whole bunch of stuff. And some of the doctors, lots of doctors, including Dr. William Davis, who's of the Wheat Belly fame, they have shopping lists that you can download. So sometimes when you go into the fat-adapted type doctors, you can find lots and lots of additional printable things that will help you. And a shopping list is most helpful to you as you're setting up your home. And but first, probably a pantry, freezer, and fridge intervention, and be very, very, very mindful of the ingredients, the sugars, and the hidden wheat. One of the first things Dr. William Davis tells us is that there's wheat in Twizzlers. Now, how many of you have had Twizzlers thinking, oh, this is good. I can lose weight with these because they're really not, it's a sugar fix. It takes a while to chew, lots of benefits from it. But if you're wheat-free or grain-free, you're going to get into trouble, and maybe some intestinal trouble. And if you've got celiac, you're going to get into real trouble. So you need to be very, very, very conscientious of the back of the item and reading all those ingredients, and forget the artificial coloring, the red dye, and the flavors, especially if you get the strawberry one. It's got wheat in it. So you need to be very, very mindful and careful of what you're having. So my tracker is Lose It. I have the premium version. It is $39.99, and I'm able to measure my macros. Do I love Lose It? About 75% of the time, but it just seems to have a mind of its own at times. And so I'll have the day tracked, and suddenly the tracker will show less fat or more protein. Like today, it's got me showing 66 grams of protein, and it's like, well, how do you get that from 2 ounces of chicken, 4 ounces of cottage cheese, and a 1 ounce Volpe rollatini, the mozzarella with the prosciutto? How do you get 66 grams out of that? That's more like, having a portion and a half of steak or something. Anyway, so that's what I use. Would I do a different program? I guess there's some other ones. Fat Secret, some people talk about. MyFitnessPal, and others. But I'm already invested in putting so much into it, and I just don't know if I've got the, the energy or willingness to want to set it up all over again. And it's the devil, I know. So Lose It is the one that I use for $39.99 a year. It's less than $1 a week. Okay, that's what I'm using. So I hope that you've tracked, you've packed, and you're not slacking today, and happy with whatever your food plan is, happy with what the scale is saying, willing to make improvements if you need to. And I love my food plan. I love being fat adapted. I love being on here and doing a little podcast every day. Sometimes there's something specific, and then other times it's just a little chatty like it is today. So have a wonderful day, my pickles, and be careful of taking a bite of that apple, especially if that person has on a costume that looks like the Wicked Witch. Have a wonderful day. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food. Bye-bye for now.